Hi, I'm Veronica Wasek with 5-Minute Bookkeeping, and I help Shopify sellers to set up, organize, and streamline their financial systems, whether it's DIY, done with you, or done for you financials. In my previous video, I showed you how to record Shopify sales in QuickBooks Online using a journal entry. And in this video, I'm going to do part 2 of that previous video and showing you what to do with the clearing accounts that we set up in that journal entry, as well as what to do when you're working with the bank feeds and working with the amounts deposited in the bank feed to make sure that you don't duplicate your income. So let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. If you recall from my previous video, we set up clearing accounts in the QuickBooks Online chart of accounts to track the payments received from Shopify Payments and PayPal. And these are the accounts that we set up. I also showed you how to enter Shopify income in QuickBooks Online using a journal entry. And here's the journal entry. And as you can see, we used those accounts that we set up of Shopify PayPal clearing and Shopify Payments clearing. The journal entry we made to record Shopify income to QuickBooks Online is increasing the balance in the clearing account in QuickBooks. Clearing accounts by definition are meant to clear out. That means that the balances in the clearing accounts should not just be increasing, they should also be decreasing over time and actually clearing out over time. In order for the clearing accounts to clear out, we need to add additional transactions that will decrease the balance in the clearing accounts. That means that we now need to enter amounts received from our payment gateways to the respective clearing accounts. Let's start with the Shopify Payments clearing account. We'll need to categorize the payments received from Shopify Payments to the Shopify Payments clearing account in QuickBooks Online. I'll show you what to do. Let's go ahead and go into QuickBooks Online and click Banking. For all of the amounts received from Shopify Payments, you'll need to click on the transaction. And as you can see, we have a Shopify transfer. So click on that transaction to expand the details of that transaction. And then for the account category, you need to choose Shopify Payments Clearing. When you're done, click Add. Make sure that you select Shopify Payments Clearing and not Sales Income. By adding the amounts received from Shopify to the Shopify Payments Clearing account, the balance in the clearing account will begin to decrease. So I'm looking at the register for the Shopify Payments Clearing account, and we can see the amount we just recorded from that deposit in the bank feeds. We can see that that's decreasing the balance in the clearing account. Here's the amount we recorded from the journal entry. And you can see that this increased the balance. So we recorded it, it increased the balance via the journal entry. And then when we went to the bank feeds and recorded the deposit, it decreased the balance. And this is how the clearing account begins to be cleared out. Now keep in mind that because of the nature of Shopify transactions and the fact that they process in one day and then they're funded a couple of days later, that you will usually see a balance in the Shopify Payments clearing account, but that balance shouldn't be increasing over time. So you do want to review it and make sure that amounts are going in and going out. Now let's talk about PayPal clearing. In the journal entry that we recorded, we used an account for PayPal as a clearing account to record transactions that were processed via PayPal. And we recorded those to the Shopify PayPal clearing account. Now, if you take a look at this spreadsheet, it's actually the activity download report from PayPal. You'll see that the amounts that we recorded through the journal entry were at what we call gross. So they were amounts processed via PayPal in Shopify before any pay. Then we had fees of $41.99 that PayPal deducted from those transactions, and what was actually deposited in the bank account and what we see in the bank feeds in QuickBooks is $1,257.56, which is the net amount. So what we have to do is then record those fees into QuickBooks so that the PayPal clearing account can actually clear out properly. There are a couple of ways in which you can record PayPal fees. I'll show you the way that I use, and it's actually using the Connect to PayPal app. So once you connect QuickBooks Online and PayPal using the Connect to PayPal app, then we'll see transactions in the bank feed looking in a particular way. So let's take a look. From the QuickBooks Online bank feed, then find your PayPal account. Click on a transaction to view it, and we will be looking for an amount that was deposited in through PayPal. Again, by using the Connect to PayPal app, we'll see that now it's listing a net amount. So that was the amount received, the $1,257.56. Then a gross amount, the $1,299.55. And the difference again is the fee. So there's a couple of things we want to do here. One is that we want to record this transaction as a deposit and not a sales receipt. So when you first do this, you might see sales receipt. You need to click and select deposit. And then we need to assign this transaction to Shopify PayPal clearing. Now again, because we are using the Connect to PayPal app and it has additional functionality, what we'll see is that QuickBooks is actually making a note here that the transaction does include that fee of $41.99. And as you'll see in a moment, QuickBooks will actually record that for us. So once we select deposit, we change the account category to Shopify PayPal clearing, then we'll just need to click add. Okay, so after we've added that transaction, I want you to see then what happens behind the scenes, because you have now recorded a deposit. So let's take a look and see what that deposit looks like. Okay, so here's the deposit that we recorded when we enter that transaction in the bank feed. And you can see that it went to Shopify PayPal clearing for the full amount of the transaction, which also equals the amount we recorded through the journal entry. And then here are the PayPal fees, and it's recorded as a negative because it's deducting from that deposit. And then what we see is the amount deposited equals to the net amount, which actually equals what was deposited in the bank account. So by doing this, we are recording the correct amount to the PayPal clearing account. We're recording the fee to a PayPal fees, and then we're recording the correct amount as a deposit in the bank account. Now, I know that you probably are using other payment gateways with Shopify. Now, in order to keep this tutorial simple, I chose to only show you Shopify payments and PayPal. And I will cover those other payment processors and how to work with them in future content. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful. If there are any other topics that you'd like me to do in the future, any other videos that you'd like me to do, make sure that you leave me a comment. If you have any questions as well, leave me a comment below. I answer all of your comments. And if this content is helping you, make sure that you comment, like, share, and subscribe to this channel so you can get all of my latest videos. And check out the description box below for my free goodies, as well as the link to join my Facebook group. And if you're ready to work with a reliable and trusted professional, check the description box below to learn more about my services and to see if we'd be a good fit for working together. I'm Veronica Wasek with 5 Minute Bookkeeping.